Happy Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sandyman, and I'm giving you my weekly update. I'm a day short because I've spent a lot of time trying to finish this unit of 6 Cold One Riders for my Lizardmen army. It has been challenging, to say the least. I've done a fair amount of painting now. I painted, 4,000 points of Warriors of Chaos, which I have sold. I painted, almost 3,000 points of Vampire Counts. And I will say that these 6 Cold One Riders are by far the toughest thing that I have painted. They are challenging. You can see how they're kind of hunched over the riders. Well, that means that there's this like crevice right where, their belly meets their legs that is almost impossible to get. The shields cover up a large portion of the body. Tough to paint. In retrospect, if I were to do this again, which I might add another unit of 6 riders later on in the army, I would glue the shield and the arm on separately, because the arm comes attached with the shield. So that makes it challenging. But it was worth it. The unit looks great. As you can see, I have stuck with the natural gray and browns for the monsters in the army, and I'm gonna, excuse me as I move over here and grab my Stegodon for comparison. We're coming right back at you. Here we go. So I've kept with the gray and brown color scheme, washed with the sepia and washed with some black, black first then the sepia, and I really like it. It really looks natural. The actual Skinks and Saurus in the army are the foundation yellow washed with sepia. If you've watched these videos, you've heard that before. And again, it's that earthy, darker color. It's not a bright yellow. I don't do any highlighting. I use washes, so it's a glaze work, I guess you could call it. I do highlight the metals, though. The metals are mithril silver on top of some chainmail. So that balances out the earthly colors very nicely. And I think really the star color of this unit are the bright blues. I guess you could say they're kind of like a blue jade for the weapons. That's my idea behind it. The banner is this blue color highlighted with various degrees of more white added to the blue. I attempted to blend, sort of, and I would say for my first real try at blending, it was kind of a failure, but it still turned out good enough for the unit. As you can see, the feathers are blue. I'll get in here real close. That shield's a good example. And I think it actually balances out and really makes the whole model work by adding some color and some brightness to the earthy colors. So I am pretty pleased. A lot of time into these guys. Man, oh man. They're going to be magnetized to a movement tray. I'm going to do that later. The actual riders themselves are magnetized. Clicks right back on. And that's really now for ease of storage. Whenever I get some battle phone, it'll be very easy to store them. So, pretty pleased with that. This week, what am I going to work on? I'm going to knock out the Stegodon. He's actually done. I need to finish the Howdah and the Skinks that go on top. I don't foresee that taking me too long. So if I can finish him this week, then next week I'm down to the last 10 Skinks of my 1,000-point initial starter army for my Lizardmen. I've bought more stuff for the Lizards. They'll be coming hopefully in the next week or so. We are on the verge where I live in Maryland of a major, major snowstorm in the next 4 or 5 days. It could be brutal, so that might delay the arrival of some of my my Lizardmen stuff that I've ordered. If you live in Maryland and you live in the Columbia area and you want to play a game of Warhammer, just send me a message through the YouTube channel and I will play you with my Vampire Counts, and in a couple weeks I'll play you with my Lizardmen. I love to play games. I'm always up at the local GW store. I'm always looking for new people to play. So go ahead, don't be afraid, don't be shy. I'm a nice guy. I can play tournament style if you want. I can play friendly style, whatever you're into. I can do the best I can to accommodate. I know what you're thinking. I'm cheesy. I play the two of the toughest armies in the Warhammer world, Lizardmen and Vampire Counts, but I'm not very good. So that balances out the cheesiness. And I can play weaker lists. I love actually playing the weaker lists. They're a little more characterful. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope you like what I've been doing. If you go to my blog, you'll get pics. Thanks for checking in. Peace.